integrate a reading strategy. Now, many of you have participated in the past in content literacy training with myself, with Annette, so some of this is going to be a little bit of review, but that's what you would encounter in your classroom anyway. So to some extent, we're going to walk through what it would look like for your students to do this, and then I'm hoping that this is something you can take later and apply in your own classrooms with your students. We're going to use the text of SIOP, and many of you have this book already, so again, this is going to be a review for some of you. We're going to be using chapter 2, which is all about objectives. And if you've worked with me in the past, you know that this is the thing I pound on the most. Where is your objective in the room? Have you shared it with the students? Is it clearly laid out? And then in this magical perfect world, there's a language objective to go with the content objective. This is what research has proven truly helps support English learners in the classroom. In fact, it's probably the strategy that has the biggest background in terms of us knowing from a research standpoint makes the biggest difference, is the language objective. Because here's where you can infuse ELD standards. And we're going to go over the new ELD standards, which are much easier to use than the previous ones. So we're going to walk through some segments of chapter 2, not the entire chapter 2. And we're going to look at it from the standpoint of the text features. So it was a kind of a win-win when we found this text and we said, hey, this will work great, because not only is it great exposure to objectives, but the text features are phenomenal in the text that we selected. So I'm going to hand those out, or we can have paper passers. Yeah. Get this other half over here. Oops. There we go. And so, like any good text, it's starting off with a graphic organizer. And because you are professionals, I'm going to give you the lesson plan too. This is not something we would do with our students, but I'll let you know where the thinking is going here. So we're going to first go over the lesson plan and then actually engage briefly in the lesson, because I know you all know how to read and use text features. Good morning and congratulations. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hello. All right. So you should have in front of you chapter 2 of SIOP. This is not the entire chapter. And I gave him the lesson plan too, because I thought it would be a good idea.